Wild Time Cooking with Allison Davis is brought to you by Corman Kitchen and Bath.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. Chef Allison Davis here in the Wild Time Kitchen. And this week I've really been focusing in on quick, simple, easy, delicious meals. 5 words. And this one is no exception. This is a very simple go-to. We're talking about a certain cut of beef in this, which is a flat iron steak or a flank steak. This is a great cut of beef if you are just looking to sear and saute, maybe for say tacos or in this case, a stir fry. This is a great cut and it's going to cook very quickly. Because it's a little tougher, you always want to cook it about a medium rare. We're going to cut it against the grain, and this is going to come together really fast, honestly like a 15-minute dinner here. So in the pan I've got some olive oil that's heating up, and we're going to go ahead and saute off some just broccoli. You could throw in some onions. You could really kind of clean out the fridge, so to speak, with your vegetables in this, because again, it's pretty much just a simple one-pot dish or stir fry. All right, so I'm just kind of sauteing that up. Add a little salt and pepper. We've got some shredded carrots here. I've got a little garlic, but we're going to go ahead and slice up our flank steak. So I just kind of angle my knife and again, just kind of cut against the grain. I'll move this over so you guys get a good shot. And we're just going to cut against the grain and kind of cut some thin strips of that steak. All right, and so we're going to sear this off with our broccoli, with our carrots, with our vegetables, and again, because we cut it nice and thin and because it is a certain cut of meat, this is going to cook very quickly. All right, so a little salt and pepper, and then we're going to add kind of the Asian seasoning and flavors to this. So our broccoli's cooking down, we can go in with our carrots. And then really, I'm just going to start adding all this in one pot. I'm going to wait and add my garlic because I don't want my garlic to burn. We can go ahead and add our beef in here. I love a wok, so if you wanted to do a wok, you could kind of cook it separately, but we're just going to simmer this, let this all kind of cook together. Again, if you're at home, you sometimes don't even want to go through that step of cooking it, setting it aside, dirtying up another bowl. So just throw it all in the pot, right? All right, so we have some garlic in here just to season. We've added our salt and pepper, and now I'm just letting that kind of brown a bit. All right, once this browns, once we kind of start to get to see that we have cooked our meat to our liking, we're just going to add our sauce, and it's going to be ready to go. That's why I added that broccoli ahead, so that it could start to cook down so it wouldn't be too crisp. We are going to add some hoisin, which is kind of a Korean barbecue sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. Just as a note, you never want to really saute with sesame oil because it has a low smoke point. So always use sesame oil kind of as a finishing or a marinade, but never just sauteing or searing with it because it will just burn. We have some soy sauce and a little red pepper flake. A little bit of brown sugar. If you didn't want to use brown sugar, again, you could use honey or even maple syrup. But this is all about balance. So we have kind of the sweet, the salty, the spicy, and then I'm also going to add a bit of ginger. I love some ginger paste in here. So little ginger, red pepper flake, and at this point you can kind of see how everything's starting to cook, our beef's starting to brown. And so we'll go ahead and add our sauce into this and then just let it simmer. Keep it in the pot if you can. All right, so a little soy sauce going in here. That'll help to kind of deglaze the bottom of the pan. We'll add some of our hoisin. A little bit of this goes a long way. All right, and then a bit of our sesame oil, touch of our red pepper flake, and some brown sugar. All right. Now, the thing about it, and the rule of thumb when you're working with ingredients like this that maybe you're not as familiar with, a little bit goes a long way. You can always add to, you can't take away. That's a great rule to live by. So kind of do this to your taste, to your liking. So you can see how this is starting to darken up a bit. We're going to just let this simmer, let this finish up. And then we have dinner on the table for the family. You could have this with some brown rice. There's even some quick steamed bag rice that you can throw in the microwave now that would make this a complete dinner. All right, You guys know where to find this recipe. You can go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. I'm Chef Allison Davis. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back after this short break.